Good morning, groovy citizens, and happy winning Wednesday to each and every one of you. Y'all, let me tell you this. I was in a rush to get out the door because right now
Book update failed.
Thank you. Right now it is 85 degrees, and I believe it's going to go up to 100, and the heat index is going to feel hotter than that. So I said, let me hurry up, get outside, get this video done. Now I had to pull across the street from my house to do the video because where my house is, the sun, because it's already raised, it's glaring right into the window, and I've told you all before that it causes my phone to overheat and it'll shut off, so I won't be able to do the video. So I said, well, let me just go across the street, get this video done. But y'all, in my haste to get out the door, I just realized I don't have any earrings on. I said, well, you know what? The devil is a lie, because I'm not going to go pull back in my driveway to run in the house, get some earrings, come back out, and come back across the street. It's just not going to happen. So today is one of those rare occasions that you get to see me without earrings on. Now, do I feel a little naked and unclothed? Yes, I do. Anywho, hopefully your day is going great. My day is going great. I won't lie. I'm kind of feeling a little not so good today, and it's because I have a wisdom tooth that I need to get pulled. And I actually called my dentist's office yesterday, but I think they had already closed. I left a message, so I will call back again today to say, okay, y'all, I need to get in and get this thing pulled because it's causing my gum to be inflamed, and I've been rinsing my mouth with salt water at least 3 times a day. It just started yesterday, and it makes it difficult for eating too. So I won't lie, yesterday I think I only ate once just because I didn't want to be bothered with having to chew. So I'm gonna, like I said, finish this video up, go in the house, call back, and see if they got my message, to see when I can get in. Hopefully, if not this week, definitely by Monday, to get my tooth pulled. And they'll probably want to give me something for the inflammation. But however it works, doesn't matter to me. I just need to get this thing pulled, okay? Now, let's jump into today's topic. And you'll also notice that the sunroof is closed today because even though where I'm sitting, there's shade right through the sunroof. I'm gonna show y'all. See all that heat? That's just nothing but heat coming in here, burning my scalp. And so I have my AC on low, so if you can hear the fan blowing, I do apologize. But hey, I can't sit here roasted. So today's topic, I'm going to be sharing some Stoic Wisdom Quotes with you. I have a total of 9, and then I'm going to bid you good day. So number 1, don't do anything you have to lie about later. And I want you to really, really hear me when I say that. And I get it, I get it. Sometimes we say things because we don't want to hurt people, or we don't want to get into trouble, not realizing that later on you may have to lie about what you said earlier to keep yourself from getting out of trouble or from hurting somebody. So if you have to lie about it later, then don't say it and don't do it. Number 2, any thought you have about the future is a delusion. And I'm going to take it to mean that sometimes we get caught up in the negative and we say, okay, right now, the world in which we live, there's a lot going on. And some people have said, you know, in the future, you won't be able to do this, you won't be able to do that, and people will be doing this, they'll be doing that, they'll be doing the other. But for me, that I can see how that can be an illusion. You know why? Because I believe that God has the final say. So right now we have the Republicans and the Democrats not getting along, but I believe that God is going to make it such that in the future, both sides will be able to come together and get along for the good of the people. I believe that the people who have problems with people that don't look like them, I believe in the future, God is going to fix that such that, y'all excuse my nose itching, that everybody can get along, okay? Number 3, if you need more than one hand to count your best friends, you're not a great best friend. That was deep. When I saw that, I thought, that's interesting. But the reality is that there's no way. I don't know anybody that has 20, 30 best friends. You have associates, you have people that you know, And you may even have friends. But when I say best friends, I mean y'all are thick as thieves. I mean that person has your back. You all cannot talk for a day or two or a week or two or even a month, but you can always pick right back up where you left off. That person has your back. They encourage you. They motivate you. They've been with you through some tough times in your life. That's a best friend. Everybody is not your best friend. Let's be clear about that, because a lot of grown folks don't get that. You have friends, they're people you know, but they're not your best friends. So if you can't count your best friends on one hand, then you're not a good best friend. I don't know about you all, but I can count mine on one hand. Number 4, at some point, you just have to forgive the past. Your happiness hinges on it. You do. I've met people who have done things, they've wasted their time in relationships, and the list can go on, and they have a hard time forgiving themselves because of the past. Baby, let me tell you something. What's done is done. You can't go back and fix it, so why are you stressing yourself about it? You let that thing go and move on with your life. If you're stressing over a relationship that didn't work out, let it go. Because that person, I promise you, has moved on with somebody else, and they're not thinking about you. They probably don't even remember your last name. So why are you sitting there stressing over choices that you made in a previous relationship? Let it go. Maybe you messed up in a business deal or whatever the case may be. Let it go. Your past is just that. It is your past. So you have to forgive it, and then you've got to move on, because you cannot and you will not be happy as long as you are stressing and worried about the past. Number 5, there are not a lot of things worth caring about. And that is so true. That's why I'm always telling you guys, you have got to stop worrying about what other people think about you. What they think about you is none of your business. What people think about me is none of my business. Does it bother us to a certain extent? Absolutely, because we're human. But to be honest with you, it's none of our business. Because people are going to think what they think. And there's nothing you can do to change that. You can stand on the top of the highest mountain in the world and shout whatever it is you need to shout. And people are still going to think and believe what they want to think and believe. So why get yourself worked up and worried about caring about what people think? I don't. But there are very few things in this life that I truly, truly care about. I probably can count on 10 things that I truly care about. And those are things that are close to me. And when I say things that I don't care about, I'm talking about things like whether or not someone likes me, what they think of me, what you think of my goals, my dreams, all of that good stuff. Now, excuse me, my nose is itching so bad. So, number 6, don't correct people if you could just as easily let it slide. That's a hard one. I hear your minds clicking. Don't correct people if you can just let it slide. I will not lie to you all when I say that I am that person that if we're talking, I cannot stand when somebody ends a sentence with a preposition. Most famous one, where you at? And I've seen people of all shapes, sizes, and colors, okay, say this. And I'm like, excuse me? And they'll go, where you at? And I always say behind the preposition at. And then they'll go, what? Yeah, exactly. It's just, where are you? We don't end sentences with prepositions, but I'm getting to a point where I just let it slide. Because sometimes you can just let things slide. Everything does not need you or I to comment on. It just doesn't. And I know the temptation is there, trust me, because I feel it with you. But if you can just let it slide, just let it go. Because sometimes it's not even worth getting into it over small things. Number 7, life doesn't care about your vision. You just have to roll with it. I'm going to say that again. Life does not care about your vision. You just have to roll with it. Your vision is something that was given to you, and you make it happen. Stop worrying about whether or not other people are getting on board with your vision, because the reality is that most people cannot see your vision. I've shared with you all before that my sister's one of these people. She's an event planner, and she can walk into a huge empty room and she can go, oh yeah, I can see this being set up here and that there. I don't see any of that. And she'll say, Cheryl, what do you think? And I look at her and I say, Trish, I don't mean no harm, but all I see is an empty room. I can't vision. I'm one of these people. I'm a visual person, meaning that I need to see it in order to go, oh yeah, this is great. This is working out. I cannot walk into an empty room and visualize what it could look like. And that's not a bad thing. Everybody doesn't have that gift. But I shared that with you to say that life doesn't care about your vision. So you have to roll with it. Whatever vision that you have for you and your family and your future, just roll with that. Don't worry about getting everybody else on board to see what you see, because they're not going to always do that. Number 8, nothing happens to anyone that he or she is not fit by nature to handle. Now, y'all know that the Bible says that God will not put more on us than we can bear. And sometimes I have to sit back and say, Lord, come on now. What is it that you see that I don't? Because this right here is a lot. And we all have been there. And if you haven't, just keep on living, because you will. But I do believe, well, first of all, I believe in the Bible, but I do believe that God never gives us more than we can handle, even though it feels like we can. If he gave it to you, it's because he knows that you can handle it. He knows that you're going to do the right thing with it. And he knows that he's going to bless you heavily once that thing clears. He knows that he can trust you not to give up, not to give in, to keep pushing until you get whatever it is that you're looking for. So always remember that. Life gets heavy, but I promise you, you were not given that burden or whatever that thing is because you were just being tested to see how strong you are. Nope, it was given to you because you are strong. And number 9, you will never remember the days and nights that you stay home and do nothing. Now, when I saw that, I thought, well, what the heck does that mean? But the reality is how often do you sit back and go, girl, you know what? I remember on the 3rd Tuesday in April, I was sitting at home watching TV. Those days just don't really stick with you. Nothing wrong with it. But they don't stick with you. But what you will remember is when you get out and you have fun and you enjoy life. So that's what I want to leave you with on that. Get out, have fun, enjoy life. Whether you're traveling or just going to a spot in your area that you've never been to or you haven't been in a long time, get out and enjoy life, because there's nothing worse than getting up in age and then you sit and you look at your life and you go, wow, you know what, I wish I had done more of this, or I wish I had done more of that, or I wish I had done more of the other. Those are the times that you remember. I remember family vacations growing up. I remember pretty much every family reunion, because we've had so much fun, including the one we just had a few weeks ago. So get out there and enjoy your life. You deserve it. So why not enjoy it and have fun? Now, having said that, you guys, that's it. That's all. I'm going to leave you be on that note, because like I said, I need to go and scramble me some eggs so I can eat my breakfast. My hash brown is done and it's getting hot, so I want to get some things done. I was going to go and run to the store, but it's so hot outside, I don't even feel like doing that. Maybe I'll do it later. I know I'm going to go to the gym later, because like I said, it's just getting hot. And I know what you're saying, well, Michelle, it's not hot in the gym. Mind your business. No, it's not. But it's just hot for me coming in and out. Plus, y'all know being outside in this car, you have to cut the air on and you're burning gas, all right? So do what works for you. I'm going to do what works for me. Now, having said that, if you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I love you when I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, you guys. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful winning Wednesday. Enjoy it to the fullest. Have fun, because we talked about getting out and having fun. No matter what you do or where you go, I want you to have fun, but I want you to be careful. Be careful of your surroundings, y'all, because we live in a time where people will not hesitate to bash you in the head and beat you down to the white meat in broad daylight, because they just don't care anymore. But we're going to keep praying about that as well, okay? I love you all. You know the drill, and you definitely know the spiel. I love you to the moon and back, and there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can do to change that. Love you all, and we'll talk again on Friday.